So I'm exhausted, and if you can't tell, these guys are really mad at me. Dorian here is my big Ebden goose. He's the father of this girl's eggs and hopefully future goslings. And she decided yesterday to go broody. She officially has 8 eggs and she is sitting on them. Guys, this is the first time they've ever seen our larger pond. So they're really interested. But he's really mad because I saw him grabbing our younger duckling's whole wing in his mouth. He started getting territorial whenever she decided to nest, but now he's taking it way too far. I mean, he has decided that a 900 square foot run is all his. He has scared all of our other ducks into hiding underneath these giant rills that we have. He's just gotten really mean. If you don't know, if you separate a mated pair of geese from each other, they will lose their minds. And I'm public enemy number 1 right now because I bounced them through this hole in the fence right here that I haven't put chicken wire up in. I put them through so that they can have their own area, like I kind of talked about the other day, for when they decide to hatch their goslings. Now, we kind of put these up, these gutters in here just to kind of keep cold air from blowing through when we had the freeze. They're not brave enough to nip me in front, but I think they're trying to get brave enough to nip me from behind when I'm not paying attention. Sneaky little things. And so I'm kind of watching them because I don't trust them. They found all the greens. These are turnips and collards, Bates collards, purple globe-top turnips. You can see they took some freeze damage. And so they actually have lots of fresh greens, and they can pull down all these peas, which also got some pretty good freeze damage. Hopefully this is tall enough that they don't completely destroy that. But at this point, all I care about is keeping them and their goslings, if they hatch them out, safe. Because I've wanted geese for a long time, and I said before, they're really expensive. So I want these guys to have the best possible start that we can get. And so that means kind of coming in here and separating them for one, so they can't just destroy everything inside, but also so I can, it's loud, isn't it? Open up their coop area so she has access to those eggs. And what I'm going to do is this right here that's kind of separating everything, I'm actually going to take the drill and unscrew it. It has hex screws, outdoor hex screws, and I'm going to put it on the other side where the rabbit cages and brooders are. That way she can have access to her nest, which is right here, and she cannot have access to the other animals, so that my ducks don't get completely battered while Dorian's going through his very protective fatherly stage. I have a lot of ducks. I have 13 young ducklings, some closer to about 7 weeks old, some that are about 3 to 4 weeks old, but they have pretty good feathering. And then I have my 5 Welsh Harlequins and my 3 crosses. So I do not want them to get hurt at all. They're very important to us. Okay, so here's my drill. And this is where it gets messy because, you know, I'm recording with my phone, so it looks a little crazy here. So I'm just gonna find wherever these screws are, actually, because just kind of put in there last minute. Always make sure you have the drill on the right thing. That's happened to me before, trying to unscrew something and being on the wrong setting forever. Really funny. Actually, I don't know how deep in this is. Whew, I guess I am gonna have to take it all the way out then. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Looks like there might be another screw there. I actually don't remember putting other screws in it. we just kind of really quick threw it up so that, here's the other screw right here. I'm kind of in a dangerous position. Although these guys have never bit me, she separated from my nest. They're really upset and I'm nilling, so I'm a little nervous. And if you knew how protective, there's another screw right in here. I don't even know if I can get it out. It's really messed up. You can see. Oh, yeah. That looks like we're making more panels in our future. Definitely gonna be a thing. Okay, so that's 3. Let's see if I can kind of. Dang it. I think there may be another screw somewhere in this panel that I can't see. But I'm going to have to go through and probably just kick it out the other side. I don't have a choice. I need to get these crazy geese in here where they feel safe. And really prevent my ducks from getting harmed in the process. Okay, so actually what I had to do is pause this and run to the other side and kick this out. There were no more screws. It's just really well wedged in there. And you can see how deep the bedding is right in here. I said it was pretty deep. So there's a lot of shavings. And what I'm trying to do is get this into the other side to put up to prevent them from going all the way through before Nemo and Dorian have a chance to run under here and get back in the coop with the ducks. I will say one issue I am worried about is Goose 1 and 2 trying to eat these goldfish. I don't have to worry about it because they're too big for the ducks to eat, and the ducks don't like the big pond for whatever reason, but the geese, yeah, I don't trust them. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just put this piece of plastic up. It will not prevent a giant angry goose from going through, but will keep them at bay for just a moment so I have time to run around to the other side again. Nemo, see what I mean? They're acting crazy already. They see the ducks near their nest. It's on. The ducks have already discovered that I opened this fence, and now I have one not mildly angry, but extremely PO'd goose. I'm kind of getting a little too close for comfort, really, for them, which I get, but this is what I'm talking about. This panel is pretty long. It's literally the whole length of this 8-foot coop. So this is kind of how I'm gonna go ahead and screw it in. Her nest is right here. You can see, hold it down, and there's an egg right there. So I know what the last video I posted, I kind of talked about this would probably be what happened, but yeah, I didn't expect to have a goose completely, especially one that's usually so calm, just completely going at it after my other waterfowl. So let me go back around, get some screws, and get this fastened. Okay, so I'm out of breath, guys. I'm way too out of shape for this. You can see it's not the best temporary fix because there's still this hole. I'm just hoping Dorian, being as heavy as he is and as tall as he is not going to try to squeeze through here. I'm going to have to get some kind of wire to keep him out. But this is the best I can do on short notice to kind of keep them on that side. And other than maybe the ducklings getting through, but they can get back through, just trying to prevent as many fights as possible. So hopefully this works. I'm just going to get the geese set up and get them some food and water. And I'll keep you updated on how the broodiness goes. So I just wanted to kind of add an in edit because I know there's going to be someone who thinks that we did not move her nest. She's already back adjusting her eggs. She is not happy that we changed things around, but she's okay. Everyone's good. The ducks are safe. The geese have a 400 square foot area full of greens now to hatch out eggs and raise their young in peace. So hopefully everyone's happy.